Hello, I'm live doing a video about Suzanne Morphew. She went missing during Mother's Day bike ride. Someone on YouTube excuse me, asked me to do this case and try to find and locate her with my psychic intuitive abilities. I am a psychic detective, and I've been working on missing person cases volunteering for quite a while now. Excuse me. So, 2 months after the disappearance of Suzanne Morphew, the Colorado mom who went missing during a Mother's Day bike ride, investigators have returned to her home to search for answers. Chaffee County Sheriff John Spezze, Spezze, said in a news release that investigators returned to the home west of Salida on July 9th. This case remains very active as more than a dozen investigators are aggressively working this case on a daily basis. Spez said, and until we determine what happened to Susan, we can't discount any scenario or formally eliminate anyone from suspicion. Related are, she is a mom of two, reported missing on May 10th. I guess that's this year. It doesn't say the year, so I suppose it's this year. Since her disappearance, investigators have received more than 600 tips, carried out numerous searches throughout the county, and conducted countless interviews in sheriff's office said. Okay, so if I know too many details, I won't be able to go into it psychically, so I'm just going to not let my brain, I'm just reading this to all of you, but I'm not sinking in this information in my own brain because I'm just going by a total cold case psychic medium detective and trying to solve this case for her, for the girl that's missing, for the woman that's missing. So what I do, and I'll show you what I do, is I ask the spirits first to come in, and all her ancient ancestors to come in this powerful gathering together of us. So if she's in the spirit world, she'll come in, or if she's alive, her spirits will bring her voice to me and I will hear her yelling, screaming, whatever. I will hear something because I am clairaudient. I'm clairvoyant, so I'll see visions next, and I could see visions after I get off the video too, and then I'll write down underneath. So anyone that wants to contact me can contact me by email, ladybutterfly1059@yahoo.com about this case. I'm going to continue reading. Investigators are not ruling out foul play in Morphew's disappearance, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Colorado Bureau of Investigations have been aiding in the search. Family has previously stated that her husband, Barry Morphew, was out of town in Denver when his wife went missing. Okay. In the video, husband of missing Colorado mom who disappears on bike ride pleads for helping find her. Okay, so this is the father, the husband, what he looks like. Now, in that photo, he looks very distraught. So I'm ruling out anything having to do with him right now. Because from me being a psychic detective on many, many cases, and how a person that is distraught appears is a tell it all for me. So, like as in Scott Peterson, he appeared calm. He didn't cry. Okay, but this guy here, you can tell on his face that he did not hurt his wife at all. I can just tell by looking at him and my feeling in my soul that I get when I see his face. There's a tip line on here, which I may call after the video today. There's a Facebook page, Find Suzanne Morphew. It's spelled Morphew. I think I already wrote that on the post. Very strange name. Not judging it at all. It's just a different name. I've never heard that name before. Your girls need you. Her girls definitely need her. Very much so. Now, what I also do is I look around and I see the synchronicities around it. Because any psychic knows that there are huge synchronicities and signs along the way that the universe always gives us a trail. But a psychic and detective uses it a little different than a regular detective. So, right. Looking for the synchronicities now. Okay, so now I'm going to do it, and I'm going to meditate on her photo because I'm doing this totally as a cold reading, meaning I did not even really have that much time to prepare for this because somebody suggested that I do this on this lady here, this woman. Very pretty woman. Looks very kind, sophisticated, things like that. Okay, so I heard Spirit's voices come in just now and talk. They said there's something evil about this case. There's something evil. She was kind to you for a moment, meaning whoever did something to her or took her or abducted her. They said it was a stranger. They said he lives near a cottage. She tried to run. Police see a strange trail, they said. The spirits just told me police see a strange trail, meaning an item of clothing or something like that. I have not read up and researched much on this case. They said the spirits said there are 10 what? 10 gravel driveways up to the point where she went missing. There were 10 gravel driveways up to the point where she went missing. Interesting. Okay. Okay, now they're giving me a description and I'm seeing a face of a male. So he has really thick, dark hair and a beard. He has a beard, thick, dark. His hair is very thick and he's attractive. And it's very, what do I want to call it? Kinky, curly. It's very kinky and curly. It's an average face of a normal looking male, roundish face of the male. Not too big nose, very, kind of attractive looking. Possibly a mustache too. Yes, I think I'm seeing a mustache in there. It's hard to see though because they pointed out the beard was really very kinky and curly, and his hair is kinky and curly, very thick, very blackish brownish, but more on the dark side. They said he loaded his weapon. He's on a spree, they said. He's on a spree. Wednesday. They said something about Wednesday. They said he's near California. The abductor is near California. Okay, Colorado. She went missing in Colorado. I could see it's not that far away. I could see how he could have driven all the way to Colorado. They said he captured her. He captured her. Captured her. They said he wrote a song for her. Wait a minute. They said she's familiar with him. She knew him. She knew him from somewhere. Where did she know him from? Some kind of club? Some kind of club? They said they're ready to get graphic. Hold on. They're ready to get graphic. Details, they said. Information coming through, details. I'm listening, spirits. Come on, you can give it to me. I keep hearing Tony. Tony. I keep hearing the name Tony. Cab driver. He was a cab driver at one time. Maybe an Uber driver. Same thing. I hope you're leading me on the right track. Spirits, this is very important. Please lead me on the right track. They keep saying cottage. Where is the cottage? He lives in a cottage? Weird. I am getting a feeling that he abducted her, and he has some blue tarps in his backyard. I'm getting a vision of a backyard. I'm getting a feeling of a backyard that I've felt from other perpetrators who would like to keep someone hostage. Is she still alive? Is she still alive? It's weird. I'm getting a whole feeling of all this blood rushing through my body right now. It's weird. Or blood feeling, blood draining out of my body. They said he's sick. He's sick. We need to perform a miracle, so we need to go after this video and do something that I ask in my religion. I can do something to help the law enforcement find her faster. I won't say what I'm going to do, but I will do something. I'm a shaman, but I'm also a magical goddess. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to do tarot cards too, though, right now. Thank you for giving me insight, please. I felt enough downloads that I helped a little bit, I feel, on a name and a location. But I want to get a city, and I might have to write it down after this video is over because more things will come to me today because I'm focusing on it. More information will come. So when my visions, I'll go rest, lay down to get my visions. I'll ask. I just kind of let go. Now, I wanted to tell you all that yesterday what I did get was I did hear a woman screaming, "Help me," in my ear. I was clairaudient. I was like, where did that come from? I was walking through my kitchen. This is what happens before I'm about to work on a case. I had no clue this case was going to come to me until this morning when I woke up. I saw somebody on YouTube. I don't know who it was. I don't know her name. She asked me, one of my followers, one of my fans who watches my missing person cases videos. She asked me if I would work on this case. And I didn't know about this case at all. I had no clue about this case. So I researched it, her name, and I Googled it. And I found out about this case. So then I start to get the downloads psychically. I'm a medium also, so I have to link into a spirit. All right, so in the case, what happened before her was she was having a lot of anxiety in her life over something. And she felt like something was hard in her life. This could also be like held hostage, though. It's in the past spread. So we go to past, present, future, because that's the way I read. I do the Russian tarot spread. And then it's like the man has a lot on his mind. A lot on his mind. The guy who abducted her. And see the dark hair in the cards and the wands, meaning he was very successful in his abduction of her. But now it's like, okay, in the future, there could be a celebration very soon, meaning they will find her very soon. This looks pretty good. I don't know if there's a reward or something. They said something about her sister. Her sister. She has a sister. She could even be watching. I don't know. This is about the family that I want to say that they could be reunited again, but I'm going to be very cautious on what I say because I do feel like I'm not sure yet. Just because I'm reading the tarot, I have to hear more information from the spirits downloads. That's more important. But the tarot says, it just tells me that she comes from a family that has money, or she lived pretty comfortably, and the family unit, the children, the dogs, the husband, the wife. I want to say that this card makes me feel good, that they will be reunited again, the husband and wife. So, meaning the missing person that I'm reading on, which is named Suzanne Morphew, will be hopefully reunited with her husband. But don't quote me on this because I'm not ready yet to say that. Now it's weird. This guy looks like Rob Lowe, doesn't he, sort of? He looks so much like Rob Lowe. Very interesting, very interesting. And Rob Lowe did a movie on Lifetime that I saw about Scott Peterson. This is so weird. God. But see, the guy that I saw the vision of does not look like him at all. Not at all. So again, I feel that it's just a synchronicity, but it doesn't mean anything. Just that he's a good-looking guy and he looks like Rob Lowe. Now, I joined a bunch of groups on Facebook, which were all about this girl. Suzanne Morphew discussion group. There's one, though, that I wanted to join, which is Suzanne Morphew's discussion group, Psychics and Sleuths. Sleuths, what the sleuth means is a psychic detective. I don't know why they call themselves sleuth on this group, but whatever. The Reverend Psychic Donna Serafina is on this group. It's a private group. Hope it's okay to read about this on here. The administrator has to let you in. So I asked to be let into this group to see their opinions also, because I do like to get to see if the opinions match up with the same energy. But I trust my guidance and the things I've gotten because I've been successful on very many missing person cases. I have even been accurate. I just did the video on that Naya Rivera case, so you can listen to that one if you want. and see that I was accurate. I did feel that she drowned and that she will be found, and she was found. They're doing an autopsy, I think, still on her body, though, to see what happened to her, but I do feel she hit her head. So that was my prediction on that. Looks like they let me in this group now. Oh, maybe not. All right. Okay. No, I'm not let into this group yet. I'm waiting. My membership is pending on this group, so. Okay, let's see if we got a synchronicity here. Interesting. Very interesting. I got a synchronicity, sort of. Interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, I'm just sharing something to my story. If you guys want to go on, follow me on my Facebook page, Jane Voneman-DuPerow, and please hit the subscribe button, because then you can subscribe to me and hear, and if anybody has any missing person cases, they can request, because I'm starting to feel that this is the niche that the universe is pulling me into. You can listen to my other free readings that I've done, and I do free readings, and I will be doing some free readings today for people. I think I'm going to do free readings later today around 12 o'clock noon. I think I'm just going to rest up my brain a little bit and be good for the free readings, because people don't go on this early. I'm usually very early when I do these missing person cases, because I wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning usually, and go to bed very early. Early to bed, early to rise. It makes a man healthy and wealthy and wise. And all that good stuff. So it's 7:03 here now, my time, Eastern, Tuesday, July 14th, as I'm doing this video. I am very, very, very interested in what has happened to this woman now, because of a request of a total stranger on Facebook. No negative comments, please. I ask people to be respectful on this page and not make fun of the psychic. I do feel that it's going to take a lot of work on a lot of people's parts to be able to find this woman. There's so many voices that come in. It's like, and the doubters and the skeptics, they don't need to view this page if they don't want to. This is what my spirits were just telling me to say right now, because they have no clue or how hard it is to locate or find a missing person with your psychic gifts. They have no, they never tried it themselves. So scientific people can be skeptics, and doubters can be cruel and judgmental. But, I don't have time to put my energy forth to those type of people. I put my energy forth to loving, compassionate, empathic people who purely, strictly want to help with this case. And I am a psychic that is 5'1" in a tiny body. Well, I'm a little overweight. So for me to take the energy to do this daily, I do get emotionally drained and tired, but I do this because I care. I care about helping missing people in the world. And this is from the kindness in the bottom of my heart that I care, because this is something that I've always wanted to do. And I don't even know why the passion or desire to want to do it so much is, but it just is. Now, all of a sudden, something came in like a synchronicity, like, could she have been human trafficked? Could she have been abducted and been human trafficked? Absolutely, she could have. Because a synchronicity came in for me. And I do believe that the husband could research the company called Thorn, Thorn, could. We'll see. I have to really be clear. I want to say that I feel like she might be alive because of that voice I heard yesterday screaming, "Help me." Like she's somewhere and she's asking somebody out there to help her. And I heard her voice. And then this case came to me today. So, but I have to be clear on what voice I heard because, yes, I hear voices. And, you know, some people would say, "Oh, you hear voices?" You know, but that's what a medium does. They hear voices. And a psychic detective will definitely hear voices of people in trouble. Just random out of the blue, walking through a kitchen, you hear a voice of a female going, "Help me," screaming for their life. And then I'm like talking to my spirits going, "Well, if you gave me this voice, then you better damn well be able to help me to be able to know what to do to help this voice. And you better damn well send me who this voice is." And voila, I get this case today. So either she's talking to me in spirit from the other side saying help her family find closure, or it's a live screaming voice that is still alive. I don't know until I go and do more work on the case, in the meditations. But I do feel kind of good. So after this video is over, I'm going to do on my part what I like to do to help with this case, the rest of the thing that I do. So then we'll talk. So something happens to you when you go through difficult times. Your perspective broadens. Your scope of what is important in life changes. Your views widens into open lands. I really like this post. I just stumbled upon this post right now. It's by Andrea Leigh Cox, COX. She's a very, very nice, raw, vegan female. And I do follow her, and I try to live by those standards of being raw vegan, because it takes a lot of mind discipline to go into being psychic. And what a lot of people don't know is that a lot of really powerful psychics are mostly raw vegan. And they meditate and they do the work. In fact, my teacher, who I was taught, does Taekwondo also, and I do Taekwondo. I do a yellow belt. I have a yellow belt, and I'm trying to get my orange belt. But I'm going through a lot of inner work myself. So my stamina is kind of low. I feel like I don't know if I need to be in those circles yet in the Taekwondo rooms because of the COVID-19, but not sure yet. So your scope of what is important in life changes. Your view widens into open lands. Wow, that's really cool. Whether it be a house, an item of clothing, or something as big as a relationship that you once thought was meant for a lifetime, each of these things will begin to dissipate until you no longer revere them as valuable. In fact, they will become such distant memories that they may become void in your mind or memory at all. My grandmother once said, "What is not water will eventually die." I think what she meant was what is ignored will eventually go away. Well, we don't want Suzanne Morphew to be ignored and for this cold case to go away. That's not what we want for Suzanne Morphew today or any day of any year. We want Suzanne Morphew to be found, rescued, located, dead or alive, to help her family find closure, and hopefully alive. And when I start a case as a medium and psychic, I will write more underneath, like I said, okay? So trust that I will write more underneath. As you walk down the path of life, stumbling over rocks and picking yourself up again, don't forget to stop and water your grass so that it does not become a desert. And please be mindful to never wait for the rain to come to water your grass again. Your solid ground, your compost of creativity, and your garden's grow depends on how much care, love, and nurturing you put into your own soil. That is so true. And this, my friends, is the one thing that no one can ignore or take from you. How much care, love, and nurturing you all put into yourselves today. That is so amazing, written by Andrea Cox. There's Andrea right there. I follow her on Facebook. I would like you to also follow her because I try to help other people give them business too. Her name is spelled Andrea, Andrea, Lee, Leigh, Cox, Cox. But one thing she asks you is to try to pull yourself into being vegan raw, or really try like heck to mostly be vegan raw, because you will see amazing magic things turn around in your universe if you do those things. And you do it the right way and not the harmful way, because you have to be sure you're eating enough protein. Now, I don't know why this turned into a talk about food and eating, but I am hungry and I need to eat my breakfast now. And I hope I help with this case, and I will do the work later today to meditate on it more and write underneath the post. Thank you all for viewing me. I've been 31 minutes, 22 seconds on this post. Thank you all for viewing me. I appreciate you all for being here today. Love you all. Hope I help, and I will help with Suzanne Morphew. Thanks. Have a great day. Jane Voneman-DuPerow, psychic and medium. And last but not least, wait, before I sign off, do you like my earring? Given to me by a spirit of a female. Came in a roundabout way through her grandson. After she passed, he gave it to me. All right. Thanks. See ya.